Are we live? Oh, yes, we're live. Okay, yes, hello. We are back. Thank you, Sean. Okay, just in time to see Kairi again be in heartbeats of encouragement mode. Yet again. This is why we have mentors. They are our cheerleaders to make sure that we do not die the second or third time. I was really hoping that would have been Sankheart. It would have put my mind at ease a bit.
It also looks like Aegis picked up a sword somewhere.
Aegis did in fact pick up a sword. Where was it? You know what? Okay, we didn't have the lamp, so it was probably in some dark room somewhere that we weren't aware of. Okay. But yes, a sword is in fact very much required in order to get to the back of Skull Woods. You may not realize it until you start to try and cut the curtain, and then you are not able to cut the curtain. All right, but yes,
I can see that
yes.
minor thing being forgotten easily.
just a tiny just details right here and there. Another common one I think that people sometimes end up forgetting is you need a glove to get through Spike Cave. Because everyone's like, oh yeah, of course you need the hammer because like you're immediately blocked, right, by the pegs, and then you get to the end, you're like, oh yeah. You know, these are things that you don't have to feel bad about like forgetting because it happens to literally everybody. But okay, all right, we are here with our fighter sword. Okay, sword behind a cave. Thank you, Ninja Dave. And we're gonna use this fire rod, half magic, maybe question mark other potion that we might have, and a sword. We do have also a hammer, which maybe does take a little bit more experience. Just comfort, familiarity to use. But yes, I do see, again, potions are your friend. And this is a very, like, nice way, nice, safe, keep away method in order to vanquish Moth.
I think the biggest issue with B and Hammer is that the up hitbox is so weird.
Oh, yeah, like, it is. You are 100% correct. Like, the hammer, some people tell me that Hammer Moth is comfy. I am, like, a huge skeptic of that statement. But again, like, to each their own. Some people are very good with Hammer Moth, and some people, oh yeah, they're just, probably need a little bit more experience, with it. But yeah, I've also seen people try and hammer, like, on the, like, to the left or to the right. Or, you know, hammer, like, from above. And yeah, just so that they can avoid that up hammer box.
Yeah, I know the up hammer box has caused me a death and escape once.
Oh, really? Oh no, I'm sorry. Okay. Well, maybe that's one way to die and escape that you won't have to incur in the future, right? Every good memory happens.
True.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, but yes, that looks like a crystal down. Second crystal down looks like for Aegis. We are going to walk out of Skull Woods. I guess maybe we didn't do the front of Skull. That's my guess. Because we could also maybe be walking out to go to Thieves Town. Since it doesn't look like Aegis maybe touched that dungeon to begin with, so then kind of more, let's say, convenient time, I guess, to do it if you're kind of already in Dark Worlds.
At least, oh, okay, the front.
Oh yeah. Like this is definitely one of the reasons. And I'm not really sure how much of the like Skull Woods routing is, let's say, standard, right? Like there are some like maybe like standard dungeon routing that most people do for most dungeons. For Skull Woods, it does seem like it's maybe, you know, kind of variable. Some people just like to do the map chest, which is like the very first chest in the front, and they find a small key, they continue the front. If they don't, they go to the back. Some people just go to the back immediately and then walk out of Skull in the front because, you know, your items on Moth and like maybe Big Key chest or Moth and Bridge chest, and like you can skip the entirety of the front. You know, again, it just kind of depends on, I think, maybe what you prefer. I'm not really sure if there's like a you know, there's like a this is what you should be doing in Skullwoods type of thing.
I know I've changed it up. It depends on my situation. Like if I'm just going there for the first time and not intending to clear it, I'll just poke in, try to get the key in the first chest.
Yeah. Makes total sense. And again, it's like this kind of the nice thing about Rando as well. It's like it's very like dynamic, right? Situational. It's like you don't necessarily have to follow like a script, right? Or you know, say like this is what you must do. Kind of like not necessarily speed running per se, but you know, it's not necessarily like the thing that you have to go do every time. I will say it looks like both items were in the front. We got a good Bombos medallion, and we got flippers. I think also, yeah, some people in chat are pointing out we can yet go clear another pendant dungeon, which is Ice Palace.
Oh, yeah, so much fun.
Where? Okay. All right, I was gonna say like Kairi went up and then went down. It's like, oh, we don't maybe want to miss the sword. I'm so scared.
If I recall, they do 4 hearts of damage, or is this just 2 with green mail?
Sorry, the birds.
The Murderdactyls.
Or... Oh yeah, the Murderdactyls do 3 hearts of damage. Yeah.
Okay, so it's in the middle of my 2 numbers.
Yeah. We need a cape out. This is why. Okay. We are seeing, in fact, Aegis going to the back of Thieves Town. Now, it's not quite hammer blind. I do hope that we get some health. This dungeon is not comfortable at all on 1 to 2 hearts. Even 3 hearts of damage, so 3 hearts total is not good.
Well, yeah, we're getting there.
Yeah, we are, yeah, slowly, but okay, we do have cape, which is good. That is at least something. Yeah, this dungeon is, I won't necessarily say like surprisingly difficult because it is a Dark World dungeon, and all these Dark World dungeons are pretty dangerous. But like every enemy does like 2 hearts of damage to you, like spikes do 1, and then also you don't have a lot of mobility in this dungeon unless you kind of bring your own boots. And so like you see people skipping Bootless Thieves Town a lot because they just don't want to like incur like the danger and the speed penalty of having to clear this dungeon without boots. And yes, oh my gosh. Oh, we get a sword. Okay, cannot complain about a sword.
Well, it's definitely a required sword.
Yeah. You know, it just switched to Bombos, and I'm like, that is an excellent decision. You should just bomb those crickets so you can get out one safely. Oh, I am scared. No! Okay, everything. She's fine. You ever watch these people, by the way, Bradley, and be like, man, I feel more tense watching than I think I might be playing?
Sometimes.
Just watching Aegis right now, like, just be like pixels away from death. Alright, okay. Kairi, on the other hand, has learned some lessons about health being a very valuable commodity. Now, we are at full health going over to the Zora area. Also gonna pick up his Quake Medallion. Again, we don't necessarily know if we need it. We do know that for sure we do need that Meyer Medallion, which is Ether, and that's the last medallion we don't have. So we'll see what's kind of end up back here.
They were nice to drop some hearts. Definitely helps.
Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh, dude. Though, Aegis, I think, with a very, very good advantage here in the back or in the basement of Pendant Thieves Town. That is a required Ether medallion. And as you mentioned before, Attic had also a sword. Regardless of kind of like what happens, that sword is extremely good this early, at this stage in the game. Now, maybe you'll end up, like, you know, getting that gold sword or something, you know, by the time you get to, like, GT or whatever. Like, we are on Master Sword right now. We have, like, 5 more dungeons we have to go beat. So, Okay. All right. We are. It looks like we're maybe kind of familiar with the blind script. I would maybe look for maybe a red potion or a cape. That would have been more recommended. Did anyone notice if blind has our fourth item?
Yeah, I wasn't keeping track either.
Okay. I think there is one more item on blind, because I think we saw magma compass in the front, and then we didn't see the small key. So yeah, small key is self-locked. So I guess blind must have an item. This one, yeah, highly recommend that you just basically turn on your cape and start basically just keep yourself safe.
Looks like Kyrie's dipping ice.
Okay. We could both be right here. We're still missing. Actually, okay, we can take some inventory stock for what we're missing for go mode. It does look like we need a mirror for. Oh no, we may not need that mirror for swamp. Okay. And yeah, I'm just wondering what Kyrie can find in Ice Palace here that would help. It could be the book. That would be access into desert. Like we need some sort of access to desert, whether it's the book or it's gonna be the mirror. I would highly
hoping mirror.
Yeah. Okay. I was actually thinking. I was thinking like maybe if we can get book access, then maybe we don't have to do any of like the mirror stuff. Like not dipping pendant swamp palace is maybe like slightly less
Fair.
desirable.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah. But I guess speaking of potentially pendant ice swamp palace, we also do need some way to cross that GT gap. The common way, of course, is the hook shot. Now, if we end up finding, let's say, footwear, right, for mobility, I don't know how comfortable maybe these people feel about hovering, or in this case, if they've learned Molten Bouncing or something, but we do need something in order to get past us. So probably a couple items here, which can be here very much so in Ice Palace. But we definitely know that Kyrie like has to go to Thieves for that Ether Medallion.
I mean, they're likely to find another sword elsewhere. So
yeah, yeah.
But it's still very nice to have. And not worry about it.
If anyone gives you a choice of having one sword or two swords, I will take two swords.
I think I remember a seed where I had sword go mode.
Sword go mode? That's fun. Clear out the entire GC basement looking for a sword, and then you don't have a sword, so you're climbing on fighter sword? Oh yeah, that sounds fun. It sounds like a character builder.
Yeah, and we did just find Hookshot on the Smith.
Okay, these are some very great finds here by Aegis. Like we found Ether and a sword in Thieves Town Attic. In the back of Pendant Thieves Town, and we found a hookshot on Mirrorless Smith. Kyrie would very much like to have that hookshot right now. Hookshot also one-shots these Pengators. I'm also not quite sure what Kyrie is going to do with an empty magic bar. Does he have a potion?
Oh, looks like he does.
Okay, well he has a potion apparently. Yeah. We love ice physics.
So much fun.
Oh, okay, we almost got there. Oh, perfect. See? We even got there before the fire bar. Okay, and this is where, especially like having a mentor is pretty nice in that it's like Ice Palace surrounding can be a little bit confusing with the key layouts, especially when we don't have Samaria. So it can be a bit tricky to, I guess, make decisions as to like how you're supposed to go.
Yeah, the key logic here is definitely something I don't have a handle on.
Yeah. I mean, like, not a lot of people, like, experienced players included, really, I think, understand a lot about Ice Palace. A lot of people like want to try and put off ice palace without the Canis Maria, just because ice, as we're kind of seeing from Kairi, like front to back, is pretty time consuming, and especially since Kairi knows about Samaria on Desert Ledge, it kind of feels maybe just like that much worse. It's just like, like I could have been using Samaria in order to get over here, and I couldn't.
Yeah. There's definitely some tools you wish to have in certain places.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I guess like speaking of this hookshot, yeah, Aegis with hookshot and or mirror gets us over here to the mountain. Like either the bottom version that's what Kyrie ended up taking, Aegis ended up taking with the hookshot, or I guess like up top with the mirror. But yeah, suddenly like the mountain, very very dense, and now we have a bunch of checks that we can do. We can also go scout the TR medallion. So if I guess we don't need to scout it. No, we just have all 3 of them. So we cannot. Oh, if we're up there, we can open it. It's just I don't know if we necessarily care to or want to at this time. It's because like we have all 3 of them, we can just open it basically whenever. Like when we went to go into Turtle Rock to begin with, we are getting super bullied.
What will we find in Hera?
Yeah, that's a good question, and I don't know what we'll hope for good key layout for Hera in that both items will just show up at the beginning or on our path, and we don't have to do the basement. Like maybe like logically we have to go do the basement, as in like the big key's down there, and then that's the thing that gets us upstairs. But because we found both items, we don't have to go through there. It's just kind of harder when like you're at the 50-50 and then you will find one item, the boss is like, oh, okay, like I'm gonna drop you a compass, and you're like, okay, great, I don't want to make this decision. Okay, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think ice was empty.
Yeah, I don't think anything came out of it.
Okay, alright. A little, like, not great feeling, certainly, like, you go somewhere, you're, like, hoping this is gonna be something, and then it doesn't turn out to be anything, but, you just gotta keep going. This might be Mirrorless Smith for the first one for Kairi. This also might be Back of Thieves Town, like, Back of Thieves Town into Smith, which both are required, so this should be a good starting point for Kairi.
Yeah. It's definitely one of the better times to do Back of Thieves if you're going to do it.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah, Lumaga is maybe saying, I'm not sure in this case if Aegis had reset anything, but yeah, maybe her Hera pot wasn't quite achievable anymore. But I mean, good news is that we have the big key, so we can just go the intended route. Okay, also hitting the switch, I think is a very practical action, is because we're not, again, on a lot of hearts, and then there are a bunch of hearts if you hit the switch to make sure the orange pegs are down, in order to kind of get some refills before, before the boss. Okay, we are going to attempt, question mark, okay, getting to the big chest. Okay, right. So typically, I guess like if you have boots, then you can kind of do what at least what I think maybe Aegis wanted to do was like you can hook over and you can like bonk your way back. If you don't have the boots, then you have to either the best way to do it is you can like bomb jump over, and then you can like walk across like the star tiles, and then you're good to go. The other way is yeah, like we got over there, but we couldn't really get back. Alright, I think we got both items in Hera, is that right?
I believe so.
Okay. Alright, that means no basement for us. And yep, I think we're getting a live demonstration of just how great this hammer is. Alright, that is third crystal down for Aegis.
Unless we're making progress on them.
Oh yeah. So slow and steady. Like I'm a big fan of just making steady progress. I'm also hoping that we do find some boots so we can maybe dash a little bit more. You know, every once in a while you gotta like, you know, blow the dust off of your A button. And then you can press all the buttons as opposed to maybe just like most of the buttons.
Yep.
I don't know if that slash looked a little violent to kill the medieval Dorm. There was like 3 slashes. I think they only need 2.
Maybe we'll find boots at the end of this cave.
Yeah. That would be quite nice, actually. In fact. Okay. Oh, Kairi. Okay. All right. We do have the cape out as our panic button, which I very much endorse for using. Oh, okay. And yeah, then in case like this was like an Easter egg or anything like that, if you end up holding the wall while you're caped, it doesn't drain your magic, but you're still invisible and everything. So very nice way to be able to conserve it if you're ever in a bind.
Yeah. Conserving resources is always great.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely haven't had my fair share of situations where I haven't managed them well.
Yeah. that just comes from experience. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. It happens to the best of us. All right, looks like Aegis is trying to do like a quick, I guess like hook. It's not hook pushing, but it's like as the block is moving, you can kind of like move through the block if you hook shot. Just with how the, I guess, collision detection stuff works. I didn't quite end up getting it, which is fine. It's like a very minor thing.
Yeah, another one of those things. If I have the opportunity, I will attempt it. It's like, well, no big deal if I miss it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. And this is kind of like the nice thing. Kind of similar to like NMG, where there are just a lot of strats that ends up saving you 10 frames, 20 frames, etc. And it's like, do you have to do all of them? Like, no, you don't have to do, like, you don't do any of them if you don't want to, right? And some of them especially, like, they may not necessarily be worth the effort for you to do even, right? So if you don't want to do it, like, you don't have to. Especially when there are like 50 things that everyone's telling you that you should be learning, like definitely pick and choose which ones you want to focus on. Like that's probably will get you like the best return for your time. We did find a mirror, by the way.
Yeah.
In Hookshot. You called it, Bradlock. We got the mirror. For better for worse. But it does make a lot of sense.
I like the location. But
yeah. Oh, yeah. Actually, that's true. Like, we can in fact now open up Turtle Rock if we want to. Assuming we don't mirror bunk. Yeah, this mirrorless smith turn-in for the hookshot was required to be mirrorless because we found the mirror here on the mountain, and this was like this is the only way to get up here.
At least once you find that, it makes you feel less bad about doing mirrorless.
Yeah, that's right. Like you were validated or vindicated for your initial decisions. Okay, so Aegis has opened up Turtle Rock. Whether she did this now or later, I mean, it may be a little bit more convenient to do later, like when you're actually going to go into the dungeon, since we can't really right now. We don't have Samaria. We know where Samaria is. Unfortunately, right now, as far as we know, it's mirror locked, so it's going to be required. And She has not been to Pod yet, so she's still missing her Ice Rod, which is, that might be her go mode. Right?
It depends if we need boots here.
True, very true. How could I forget about Boost when we were just literally talking about Boost? Yeah, we also could use require boots to get the GT Big Key off of the torch. That's it's a very small chance, but it is still a non-zero chance. I think we might need to go and get the big key first. Question mark. Are we stealing the small key? We are.
Okay.
We are stealing the small key.
Okay, I know that's an option. I just know it's not
Yes,
typically
I have
taken.
not. I have not seen this play. It's fine. It's fine. She can just flew back. It's fine. It's fine. But yes, I have not often seen people steal a small key in non-keys. Just because like if Desert's boost locked and that you need to like you have to go find the boots. Like this is not necessarily going to like give you access to the back of Desert.
But it could get them something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely don't get me wrong. It's just that like you can get boots. From her perspective, maybe she can get the lamp. She can get like the ice rod. It's just that like largely it is unnecessary for you to go steal the key. So you just don't see a lot of people doing that in non-keys. All right, moment of truth. Do we need the boots? We maybe.
Good possibility, isn't it?
Yeah, it's only the small key. So this has to be the big key. No, it doesn't have to be the big key, never mind. Okay, we are in fact boots locked here in Desert, so the big key is gonna be on right side. Okay, we do have both items here in Desert. Some nice safety, because we have Burna and we have a Heart Container. This does, I guess, give us Spike Cave now. I guess we've always had Spike Cave in Logic, with the cape, but maybe this is like another, let's say, reminder when you're on the mountains, like, oh yeah, that does exist.
I don't think they had a good opportunity to do it.
Yeah, no, I wholeheartedly agree. Especially when we didn't have Mirror at the time, right? It was in Hookshot Cave, so it's like you saw like kind of like the required but somewhat tedious routing, right? Which was, oh, I gotta do all of Light World and then I can go do Dark World, right? So you have to go all the way over to Hera and then go all the way back over to do like Super Bunny and like Spiral Cave and stuff like that. It's like, okay, yeah.
Well, picking up Blue Mail in Checkerboard.
Nice. Okay.
I mean, I probably would have grabbed it as well.
There's no shame, by the way, in picking up safeties, right? We kind of saw earlier, like how costly sometimes some of the deaths can be, and so like an investment into some safeties, even if it can be 20, 30, whatever seconds per item, right? Like buying a potion or like doing checkerboard cave for armor. If that ends up preventing you from dying, which is like minutes, then it's very worth it. And again, as you get more experience, right, especially you see like a lot of like the top tier runners, right, they tend to be much more low percent just because they just have more experience, right, so they don't tend to die as often on less stuff. But I mean, again, when you're first starting off, like isn't that like the bottom tier of the pyramid, right? Like don't die or like stop dying as much, right? Like that's kind of like the first like major foundation you kind of have to get past.
Yeah. Dying always costs you more than not.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So we're here on in Pod for ages. So this is gonna be maybe I'm kind of curious now to see where this lamp is because we've explored a lot of the world, and we have not had this light source for quite some time, and we know it's not in Pod because Kyrie's already finished Pod. at least we think he finished pod because he was in pod for quite some time, and maybe we didn't finish it, but like he was there for a while. Yeah.
Well, we have someone in chat saying Mimic Cave for Lamp.
Yeah. Are you by chance a mentor or a mentee? Because I can certainly see some people maybe taking sides as to like where your lamp where you want your lamp to be.
I just remember my one-time lamp was in Crystal Roller Cave.
That is one of the last possible locations for the lamp. It is pretty funny. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Swamp Thieves and Ice are pendants.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I also do see. Yeah, lamp and swamp is yeah, like swamp is pretty. Yeah, it's got up to 6 items plus green pendant turn in, which does not require the lamp for you to beat swamp. Yeah, certainly a possibility. Yeah, Mimic Cave is definitely a possibility. Like, and of course, yeah, in front of TR, and yeah, as you say, Crystal Roller is also like possible. I guess maybe we can also, right, like pick up a book somewhere, right? That's not lamp locked, and then it could be on the tablet. You know, there are lots of opportunities, or I guess locations that lamp could be. Now, maybe again, it's another good motivator for you to learn some dark rooms, or at least become, you know, more familiar with like some of the more common ones that you'd end up doing, or like or you know, not freeze up right when you end up doing like a very difficult like pod room.
Yeah, definitely the Crystal Roller lamp. It was a big motivator on. I think it was also a pendant.
Oh, pendant. Oh yeah. I think that's what maybe kind of like along the same spirit. I think a lot of people recommend for newer runners to try and prioritize silverless. Silverless Ganon, because right, imagine in this case you've cleared all the dungeons and now you're just looking for the other bow, right? That you don't have, right? And the bow is arguably worse than the ice rod because that doesn't lock. Like the bow doesn't. The second bow doesn't lock anything, right? The ice rod at least locks Trinex, so you have something. But like that second bow can be like anywhere, right? And so you can be searching the world even after go mode.
Yeah. I definitely have practiced that a lot.
That's great. No, it's really great to hear. I mean, right, like every additional piece of like practice, experience, you know, it all helps you like towards basically becoming better. So it's yeah, just it's really great to hear. And then, you know, like, and I'm not really sure if there's necessarily like a threshold, but at some point, right, like after you practice some, eventually you're like, oh, this feels more and more natural, right? To the point where like, I don't need this anymore. Like, I feel comfortable without it. And then that's kind of when, you know, like you've crossed one of the major barriers of like the chasm, right? It's like suddenly everything, you know, before the chasm, like, oh my gosh, it looks so far. How do I cross this thing? And then at some point you're just like, oh my gosh, how did I cross this? Right? You just went little by little, and then suddenly you just feel so much better about playing the game. So it's great. All right, it looks like Kyrie's gonna go and pick up Blue Mail as well. Again, I think it's very, very practical. IPBJ literally crossing out. This is true. That's true. Yeah, we kind of also see, and again, if Jay just never sets foot in Ice Palace, like great for her, like because that'll be like a good amount of time saved. But sometimes like you do have to dive Ice Palace without Samaria, and you do not want to do Ice Palace the developer intended way. That is like 3 trips around Ice Palace, versus maybe like what, like 1.5-ish, if you know IPBJ. So.
Yeah, I think one of the first tricks I learned through video by Koi
Oh yeah,
was probably it was either the bomb jump or the icebreaker.
Yeah, actually, I think Koi, when he was more active, he ended up putting out a lot of these like tutorials or like videos, and yeah, a lot of people ended up learning from them. So it's really great to hear in this case that you've also kind of learned from like similar sources. Yeah, and like now, like, do you have to necessarily like know all these like those like quote unquote tricks in order to like enjoy the game or like in order to be like to play the game? Like you don't, right? But it certainly probably would greatly improve your experience and maybe your enjoyment, because at some point, like again, if you would go to Ice Palace without IPBJ every single time and you're spending 3 times like looping around the dungeon, like at some point you're just like, okay, I shouldn't have to do this every single time. Can I do a little bit better? Can I do a little bit faster? And then that's what, you know, the eventual motivator kind of comes.
Yeah, but that's this whole event is for. It's just helping us learn.
Really great. Yeah, and I think really one nice thing, and again, this is arguably like one of my favorite tournaments, like for the entire community. It's just like you see, you know, a lot of mentees who are very, you know, eager in those cases to get better, to learn more, and you can see a lot of mentors also very eager to like help. And this combination of like people wanting to learn and people also wanting to teach, and also kind of like helping you guide, right? Like you have, again, like I have 50 things that I may or may not want to learn. Like how do I prioritize them? Well, you have a mentor that maybe can help you kind of guide. These are like the things you should be focusing on, right? So it's again, I think it's a very, very nice community effort in order to just, you know, have everyone be able to enjoy the game more.
Yeah, it's all fun. That's the whole goal.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For what it's worth, sometimes this happens a lot in co-op, where like you're on a kind of a difficult boss fight, and then like your co-op partner, and maybe sometimes your mentor is kind of like still trying to tell you things while you're fighting this extremely difficult boss, and then you suddenly have to like kind of try and juggle like voices like yelling at you like in your, you know, in one ear, and then you're trying to like, you know, super hard focus on like not dying. I think it's pretty funny. I mean, obviously like it does happen, but it's one of those things where you have multiple people involved now. Alright, Ice Rod obtained for Aegis. Pod finished for Aegis. So actually, are we right. Yes, you mentioned that we still need the boots for desert, so we are not quite in go mode just yet. So maybe Aegis will purple chest? Question mark?
That's not what we're here. I'm thinking they're doing here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is another great location, by the way, where the lamp can be. Mirrorless purple chest.
Well, at least you don't have to worry about mirrorless because they have the mirror.
That's true. Okay, you're right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that actually would make it a little bit, yeah, just kind of like that much worse. Yeah, we have the flute too, so. Okay, all right. We do see Kairi, by the way, pulling out the secret weapon of this room, which is the hookshot. I died a lot in that room. Without the hookshot. And speaking of boots! Alright, well, Sean, I don't know if he specified which screen was the next check, but that was in fact the next check that we ended up seeing.
Yep. I gotta love seeing that though.
No, that's great. Well, because this actually might mean that Kyrie might be in go mode? Is that right?
Looks like it.
Yeah, so we can beat Skull. We can beat Desert now because we have the boots. And we can beat Meyer. Assuming we can get. Oh, that was a very nice strat in order to get to the block. They're very nice like hook shot strat. There, it looks really cool. When it's in the dark and we don't have the lamp. With all the fireballs, but it's also very consistent strats. So really got to see people doing this. And yeah, I think we can beat Turtle Rock because we have we have the Meyer we have the Ether Medallion. Whatever, we have the whatever medallion we needed, and then we have both rods. So yeah, I think we're go mode. Okay. Are we also using our potion? Very, I think, again, practical decision. Stop dying. That is a good foundation to build your gaming skills on. Okay. Alright, looks like we're going into Swamp on Aegis' side. This could... We also haven't done the damn. That's actually hilarious. I thought that she had done this. I just kind of assumed that she'd done this. It's not a bad thing or anything. It's just people at some point have found the dam before the hour and 20 mark. But I mean, again, she also had her Dark World access and she like did a bunch of other things, right? So it's not like she was like missing this. Oh, she had okay, right, okay. She did this before hard reset. Okay, gotcha. Thanks, Sean.
Oh, yeah, I guess that reset would have cleared a bunch of checks.
Oh yeah, that's actually true, right? She got hit during Fake Flipper, and then yeah, she probably didn't bother going back. All right, I think we're trying to get spooky. All right, it looks like we succeeded. We like it's not maybe the traditional way. The lamp's in Swamp. We just got the lamp. That is hilarious. Can we bail? Can we? What are we missing? Oh, we're missing boots. Oh, we can't bail. We sadly cannot bail. All right, we have a oh boy, full quiver at least. That is something. For Vitreous, which means we can definitely do a lot of arrows like in phase 1 if we wanted to. I also do see that we are doing the spam B button method, which like this drains your magic significantly less for whatever reason with the cape. Just gotta be like a little careful. Yeah, you don't want to accidentally uncape early. And then, especially on 3 hearts, right? The eyes do 4 hearts of damage, then you're just dead. So, but yeah, otherwise, yeah, very, very solid fight. From Kyrie's perspective, probably we would like another sword. And kind of maybe, again, like, we're gonna go and look for, like, we have all of Turtle Rock. We have, most of GT, question mark. Like, there are lots of opportunities for us to get silvers or a sword, so maybe not quite, again, like time to panic type of situation. But again, like if that second sword in Thieves Town is our only sword, yeah, it turns out we actually need that sword, and then we're gonna be on our way to Masters of Silverless.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely a set of equipment you need to learn, because I know I've been in it multiple times in this tournament.
Oh, really? Yeah, trial by fire or trial by
Master Sword. I think some of them had silvers, but still.
Okay.
Master Sword Ganon.
Yeah, no, yeah, like and Master Silver is like Master's Ganon is no joke. Like especially when, well, I won't say like when it first came out, but like there were definitely, I remember being main qualifier seeds where people were finishing on like Masters of Silverless, and you just saw so many people like die on Ganon, like left and right. Like so they had to go back and go and try like go buy like multiple potions, just because again it's a very like Ganon. even with Temper Sword, is a pretty challenging fight. And then imagine, like, you don't have Temper now, and you need to do that, like, for longer. And the Ricochet is, like, and now you have this, like, huge knockback, right, because of the spins. And so it takes even longer, and then just much more dangerous. So, like, very much of a difficult fight. Okay, I think we found the lamp, correct? In Swamp, is that kind of it?
That's all I've seen so far.
Hmm? Yeah. Yeah, I'm really hoping this case that maybe one of the reasons why Aegis was a bit hesitant to like go to Pod and go to Mire is just because of the lack of lamp. Like again, those dark rooms. If you are not comfortable with doing dark rooms, even with the fire rod, it can be like a gating item, right? Big difference between what you are like, what you don't want to do, like what you're willing to skip, versus what you just can't do. Okay, looks like we're actually making an attempt to dive her down. I'm not quite sure of the block positioning here. It maybe didn't look, yeah, left enough. So she's like, looks like when she's dropping in, she needs to kind of like hop back in and then kind of like nudge herself between like the block and the ledge, or the rail, and then you can kind of squeeze yourself in. Okay, it's fine. We can also just time box dive her down. If this is something maybe again, like, you know, less practice with, I think it's very, very, again, pragmatic to like try it in a race, and if you don't end up getting it after a couple tries, just like don't worry about it. Cut your time losses, and then just gotta do it like the intended way. Icebreaker maybe a little bit more of a different story, because that one maybe there's more motivation to like practice a bit more. But honestly, dive her down is like not, again, it's not the end of the world if you don't know it. It can be frustrating though, like you've practiced a bunch and then, you know, again, like you've done a lot of work in the prac hack, and then suddenly for some reason, you know, on like live race time, it just like doesn't work, and then I can very much understand, like, yeah, then it would be very frustrating.
Yeah, I know with Diver Down, I'm very comfortable with Samaria.
Okay, that's good. I think that's the way that I think most people prefer. Oh, sorry. Okay, I can't make that statement. That's the way that is the faster way, I guess, versus like bombs, because you don't have to wait for the bomb if you do it optimally. But again, you don't always have Samaria, so some people also like to do it with bombs as well. Yeah, but it kind of like, you know, I mean, again, like it's only to your advantage. Like if you, in this case, you know with Samaria, then like great, then you can just do it with Samaria. Like no one's gonna tell you like, hey, you must do it with bombs, you know, type of thing. Okay. Well, speaking of another great Master Sword fight, this one is maybe not the most exciting of. We don't even have the boots, so it's like I'm not really sure how much more, I guess, like I guess how much tech there is, other than like hooking multiple puffs over and then, you know, spinning with Master Sword. Yeah, and yeah, it also looks like, yeah, Martin's mentioning you can also do like the menu boss fight, which is like you menu to hook shot, pull a puff, and then you menu to hammer, and then you know, and in this case you smash the puff, and then you kind of rinse repeat. Not again like maybe like the fastest fight, but it's a fight. It's very safe.
Yeah, Fighter Sword Arcus just makes me think.
Yeah, nobody likes Fighter Sword Arcus. Yeah. Alright, maybe I'm not sure if Aegis, I guess, is comfortable using rods. But I mean, at that point, you know, she's already, you know, got a lot of hits in, so it probably doesn't matter. But like, if you kind of stand near like a little bit above, and then have Argus like kind of land below you, and there's not a lot of room to maneuver, you can basically just spam like the ice rod or the fire rod, and then she go down pretty quick. Yeah, but unfortunately it doesn't look like we got anything really out of swamp. Oh, we did not do left side.
They did it
I
when they
think.
first went in.
Oh, okay, okay. Is there an item left then? Like, 'cause I don't think we saw the big key or the big chest. Oh, that item no longer exists to us. And I think at this point maybe just like it just won't matter because we have the lamp. Like, it looks like Kairi is in go mode, assuming that they do not need a lamp for the rest of the game.
Because I know Turtle Rock, the maze, it's
Yeah.
deceptively. It's easier than you think. Because it's just memorizing the inputs.
That's true. That's true. It is probably more like, oh my gosh, we're on this conveyor belt and I have no idea like where to, like how this thing is even moving or where I am, type of thing. Like, so like I can certainly see that kind of causing people to like panic a little bit or like freeze up. But as you said, it's probably easier in this case that it's like, oh, it's actually like not as bad, because again, you're like as long as it sounds like you time things correctly, then you're okay.
Because I know I had that thought that the dark TR was difficult then when I actually went to learn it, I just found it a lot easier than it looks.
Yeah. It's always kind of a nice, like, pleasant surprise that way. It's like, oh, you think something is actually like ridiculously difficult, and you're like, oh, okay, this is actually like much easier than I thought, right? It's a lot nicer than you're like, oh, this doesn't look so bad, and then you try it, and you're like, oh my gosh, why is it so difficult? Type of thing. All right. Aegis is kind of like back on the progression path. She will go get her boots relatively soon, and then I should be go mode for her. And but again, kind of already seen because Kairi's given a little bit more of a. Well, I guess both players are given us a good amount of coverage. We have not seen another sword or silvers yet. But again, do not lose hope. We have again all of TR and probably all of GT or most of GT. Certainly, at least we have the climb to go find another offensive upgrade.
Yeah, GT is always something that's like, hey, one thing to make it comfortable. It's usually there.
Unless you're in sword mode, in which case then the sword would just not show up.
True.
Hopefully that was not your experience when you're in sword go mode, but like it certainly that certainly has happened before.
Yeah, I think on the way I still had. I might be misremembering, but I think I had like Hookshot Cave and Super Bunny left.
Oh, okay. Then that's not so bad. All right, here are our go mode boots for Aegis. And to some extent, like, and again, like go mode boots maybe isn't necessarily like, well, as cracked up as it maybe sounds. Like, oh, like you get boots. It's like, well, I would have liked it if I got boots earlier than go mode, but at the same time, the fact that you're guaranteed boots, at least we'll have it for the climb, and having boots like makes everything go a little bit faster, but it also gives you a lot of safety. Like in the gauntlet itself, you're dashing through everything, so you don't have to like walk and start slashing things and pausing. Like when you're dashing, you're with a sword, right? Like you basically just can avoid everything, right? It helps you kind of like maneuver about in the gauntlet rooms and all that. Like again, like it's just much safer.
That little knockback though is nice.
Got a lot of Helma parties. Helma wants to dance. It is prom season, I guess. He's already been crowned king, looking for his partner.
Okay, Teek's got to do what he has to do.
Yeah. Okay, we did use the the red boomerang, or well, any boomerang. I don't know if Aegis had any intention of doing spooky. PSA, that does kill spooky. So if you're trying to hit the switch, that's why I kind of sometimes see people not use the boomerang or not use powder, lamp. Those are all the things that kind of kill spooky. But again, if you have no intention of doing spooky to begin with, it doesn't matter what you end up using, and then your Volv's gonna just bomb the wall and hit the switch. Did we get dead rocked? Well, we did not get dead rocked on Kyrie's side. Excellent.
That looked very close.
Yes, it does. It looks extremely deceptive. It's just like sometimes you think you can get through, and you're like, why? Like I'm like the sprite is small enough for me to get through. Okay. Alright, alternate way of killing Vitreous with Burna and Boots. We have significantly more magic than... Aegis has significantly more magic than Kyrie did when he was here, so we can just kind of, again, use our magic to the fullest extent. Phase 2, I certainly would recommend using the bow. It should be a little bit faster than this. Also, safer because we're not standing in the slime. That is a very sad and you definitely feel for Aegis there.
Yeah.
It is like we're looking at kind of the equipment that we've had, right? Health maybe wasn't that great of a situation in the early game. It definitely looked like, again, like both Aegis and Kyrie were kind of, again, on heartbeats of encouragement very often, and kind of took some overworld death warping. But like, the health certainly has gotten a little bit better over the course of time. And yeah, we picked up blue mail from checkerboard, but like notably, and again, like no memes here. Like we only have one bottle, or sorry, we have 2 bottles on Aegis side, but also we have no bug net, and so that kind of like lacked the ability for us to catch a fairy. And like potions are great, right? We've seen people definitely pick up safeties, use them, which is fantastic. It's just like with the fairy, 1, it's free, but also 2, it'll save you kind of in that situation, right? Potions, you have to consciously use them. So
Silvers are just free on the path.
oh my gosh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, blessing to see, especially when you're a master. So now, again, if you're not comfortable with Master Sword Ganon, then you might still be sweating a little bit. But the fact that we have silvers, significantly makes Phase 4 a lot more comfortable. Probably especially for Kyrie as well. Like we know he's not gonna get the lamp. We do have half magic. And you can probably buy a potion as well, for magic management as well. But like, if we didn't get silvers, even with half magic and fire rod only, like it's a little. Again, you just have to be very confident that you're going to land Torch Glitch. But here, like because now we have silvers, we don't really have that added pressure anymore.
Oh, those chomps are just being cruel today.
Oh yeah. Wait, what do you mean today? They're all like I don't know if I've seen them not be cruel in this game.
Yeah, that's a valid point.
Okay. Oh. Yeah, and this is like kind of very similar to like NMG level health that you kind of see, and like even though we are here on blue mail as well, it's like you're even compared to chomps and like this whole dungeon, you still kind of feel like the glass cannon at times, because again, it's like everything does like 4 and like 3 hearts of damage to you. So even though you have like 12, 13 hearts, suddenly you take a like a 1-2 combo from chomps, and you're just like, oh, okay, why do I hear heartbeats again? I see, I'm almost dead. Run. Alright, okay, looks like, Aegis has, in fact, pulled out the bow, and we have taken a slightly different strat in order to vanquish Vitreous, which, well done.
Yeah. Boss is down. That's what matters in the end.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. The best kind of Vitreous that you see is one that's no longer on the screen. Alright, okay, looks like we may have a little bit of indecision about maybe what Kyrie wants to do in Turtle Rock. Are we skipping the big chest? Okay, we're skipping outside. This is potentially a 3% situation. Where you, as long as you find a small key on Laser Bridge, you should be fine. I think it doesn't happen 97% of the time. I'm not quite sure exactly the exact numbers. I thought it was 3%. And in which case, then you have to kind of go back and then redo the whole dungeon. Because you need a small key and you have to go back outside to go get the big chest. But again, like if you are okay, again, you could just get lucky and. Oh, okay. That's another like good theory. In order to go find the lamp, because the lamp, I think I forgot. I'm sorry, I forgot who it was who mentioned it could be Mimic. Oh yeah, no, it was Amphalis, right? You said it could be Mimic. Have you ever had out of curiosity, Bradlock, have you ever had like a situation where you're like your mentor is like, no, just go, and like you're like, no, but I want to wait and see if I want to open these chests to see if I can find silvers or like a lamp or anything? You ever had this kind of disagreement?
Not particularly, because I've been very fortunate in my races of finding the lamp.
Oh, okay. Well, sharing is caring. Share your secret with the rest of the class, please. Especially probably for Kyrie here. Oh, okay. We're also gonna take the safety door, which is okay. Maybe we're also just here. We have the keys. We just want to find some extras.
Probably looking for that tempered.
Yeah. Tempered would be
Or
very.
Not.
Oh, okay. We were already on Laser Bridge. That might have been worth trying to open up this chest for tempered, but because like tempered can actually make a pretty big difference here in this fight. We have half magic, so that automatically gives you a bajillion more any shots, like fire rod shots, ice rod shots. But tempered makes things a lot more comfy.
Still don't fault.
But I mean,
the door.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, like honestly, maybe like Kyrie and Furious are just way smarter than all of us, and when there's nothing there, they're the ones who are gonna look smart. Okay. All right. It looks like we're actually gonna go with hammer strats. A little bit more. Okay, and we're kind of going back and forth as well, looks like. Because Kyrie probably has maybe learned a lesson or two the hard way about having ice on the floor for Trinex, which is, again, not a comfortable situation. Or he just remembers his time in Ice Palace where he was trying to get down the stairs, and with very little success, and so it was like, you know what, screw this ice floor. We have half magic, it's fine. This is why we take the safety door, just in case. Okay. I was maybe a little surprised if we didn't want to get a potion before coming back up the mountain and like doing endgame stuff. Potion, especially at this point, could very much be a good like panic button.
Yeah. Especially on Trinex here.
Yeah. I've also been told that the ice rod only works like 50% of the time if you don't have tempered sword. So again, even more even more incentive to go pick up a potion. Yeah, especially and again, this is also just like hindsight. if the if you've already felt like you've wasted or maybe spent too much time at the beginning, during the course of the siege, it's like I went to Ice Palace and I didn't get anything, so that I'm already like 4 minutes behind or 5 minutes behind. Like, I don't know if I can afford this potion anymore. So I can maybe understand if you want to try and take a little bit of a shortcut. Before we knew the silvers, or we found the silvers in Turtle Rock, especially, like, if you're gonna get a potion for Ganon, for Master Sword Silverless, like, before you go up the mountain, like, that's the time to get it. I mean, in this case, like, we were very fortunate and we got silvers. Hopefully we'll get tempered, and so everything will work out, but maybe something more practical to think about for the future. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Also, do you see a bunch of numbers here in chat? Yeah, so feel free to guess, 1, where the big key is, and 2, where that tempered sword could be. Because we hope good things for our mentees, right?
I've definitely seen in chat a few of different thoughts on this.
Different. I do like your. Oh my gosh, dude! Look at that green potion. So good. But yes, I do believe that there are a variety of different viewpoints, which again, yes, is diversity.
Yep.
Nice shovel, by the way, on GT Torch. This is not Key Sanity, by the way. You cannot, I guess, incur the what if the GT big keys on the mushroom turn in, or on the shovel spot that's actually in GT, so I have to leave in order to come back. Yeah, not happening. Okay, but I just see in this case, and again, I don't know if this is like his normal route or anything like that. We did a Hope Room regardless, and then we're going over to Stalfus Room, but it does look like this decision, at least early on, has paid off because the GT big key was here early. Let's see, okay, so we did 1 and 2 for Hope, 3 was Torch, and then I think it was 5, maybe?
No, I think it was 6.
6? Okay. No, thank you. You, again,
because it was top left chest.
Yes. Oh, okay, yeah, perfect. Alright, yeah, I trust you for all numbers. And directions.
Some things might not be worth trusting me on.
Don't worry, your math is better than mine. Alright. Alright. Okay, so we have made it up to GT. The fairy is almost like a double-edged sword. So it's good in that we're going to GT with full health. Again, just a word of caution, and this is maybe either intentional or not. We are only down 1 heart now because we took damage. The sword beams in particular for the gauntlet is especially punishing. Because again, like, you want to be able to use your sword of all items or weapons to the fullest extent. And yeah, even though we're a master sword, it's still better, twice as good as fighter sword or beams. And so when you have beams, they inevitably just count for beams as opposed to like the actual sword. So then like the enemies just stay alive for that much longer, and then just the longer they stay alive, the worse the situation is for you.
Well, Chad also corrected it was 5. So,
oh,
yes,
okay.
my numbers were not to be trusted.
I know, it was for large values of 5. Alright, I also do, I think using either here is a pretty, like, you see this in a lot of Enemizer, but I think this whole thing, it's a pretty practical, move. It's because, again, like, you have to go, hunt down the skeletons. They jump around a lot. It's kind of also like when you're battling mini Moldorms as well. Some people just use ether there because you don't want to chase them down with, like, bombs and arrows and whatever else, because it just takes longer. Again, so you have the magic to spare. Yeah, no problems. Yeah, especially with like half magic here, and we have a green potion that we were so fortunate to find in Hope Room. Magic management has become like a lot nicer and easier. And he does. Okay, he can burn the potion now. He might need to. I don't think we have enough to light 4 torches with only this magic and like 1 more pot. We might. I'm not sure. Yeah. Also, yeah. This is also a good point. Silvers were probably more commonly used in Moldrum 2, as opposed to the fire rod. Nice bucknet, by the way, on Laser Bridge. Oh yeah, we're over here. Okay, let's see in this case if there's a sword that we might have missed out on. There was no sword, so it's a good decision then by Kairi.
I like getting this death here to get the refill rather than going in with minimal hearts.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I think that's also again a very like good like practical reason to do the safety door, because you can just take a death warp, right, and kind of refill your health. Early, as you kind of pointed out, as opposed to like, you know, if you're gonna take the death, just try and take it early, and not like when you're halfway through battling Trinex and then you're like 2 hits away from killing it and then he kills you beforehand, right? And then you're like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that would feel bad.
Alright, so we're still checking for tempered up here on Kairi's side. These chests are relatively free. In that like they're kind of like on the path, right? I think my general hope or like optimism for swords or for another sword up here is somewhat low, just because like we didn't do a lot of the basement. And then from Kairi's perspective, like there were also like there's a whole swamp palace that he didn't do, right? There's purple chest, there's probably like graveyard ledge, and it's kind of these random one-offs that he probably, you know, like that we didn't see. King's Tomb, Bonk Rocks, right? Like there's just so many places that sword can be, or the other two swords can be. Which, and again, like these aren't slow. Oh my god.
Well,
I go through this entire spiel like, oh, I don't think there's gonna be a sword up here, and I'm like, okay, well, apparently there's a sword up here, so... Alright, the mentees are ready to graduate, okay? Forget whatever I just said.
Hey, you gotta love the validation chest.
Yeah. It looks like we also did use our blue potion here. Again, I don't imagine this fight giving, I think, too many issues, as in, especially even at his level of health, there wouldn't be a lot of danger for dying. However, again, as you have kind of very, very kindly pointed out, if you're gonna use the potion kind of like afterwards, like there's no risk to like not use it now versus like later, right? Like the only risk you're kind of mitigating, right, is that like you want as much health as you can as early as you can, so you don't have to die halfway through the fight, right?
Yeah. Especially on Agatu.
Yeah. Agatu death is brutal. like mentally, physically, temporally, like whatever dimension you want to use, it's so painful. You gotta reclimb. There's no checkpoint. Like if you fall to Moldrum 2, for whatever reason, like maybe you beat it and then you accidentally walked off or something, at least like the chest is still kind of there, so you can just hook over. You don't have to fight the boss again. But like here, there's no checkpointing. Okay. Alright, okay. Similar GT ready for Aegis. Hope Room, both, regardless of what happens, and then Stalfos Room. Okay, so no real time differential. Just want to bonk the torch for fun. We can just pad the bonk counter at the end, no problem. See, if we were counting for Aegis, it would have been 6, right? Because she like that one kind of counts as double, right? We saw it and then we also bonked it.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah. Alright, yeah. And this is something pretty practical too. Like, you know, you're in the same room. Just go check for anything that can help. Yeah, we were facing down a potential like Master Sword Silverless fight, and then yeah, we got Silvers in Turtle Rock, and then if Aegis also does open up the last chest, then we are you know, we're gonna be on like Tempered Silvers.
Very comfy.
Oh yeah. So we just take kind of like one by one. Maybe this might be a double. All right, nice. Okay, all right. That is GG's for Kairi.
Yeah,
Congratulations. Yeah, taking on this victory over Aegis in week 5 for a 2-2 battle. GG's if it doesn't walk off the bridge. You know what? I laugh. And while it is really funny to see, because you're gonna laugh with them, there's actually a pretty infamous clip of Tato beating Ganon, just literally like walking off the platform because the bridge didn't spawn. So yeah, beat Ganon again. It was pretty funny. He did take a laugh, but it does happen.
Yeah, I can see
don't
that.
Feel bad if you end up doing that.
Just like my mirror on the climb once.
Ah yes, the I meant to quick swap one over, maybe? Question mark.
Yep, that's exactly what it was actually.
Yeah. You don't know how nervous I end up getting, like when I see people having the mirror in their Y item when it's like not like in the middle of a dungeon somewhere, right? Like I understand they maybe like are quick swapping, you know, from something to the bow, or like, they're in the middle of trying to get from one item to the other, but I'm like, dude, like, do not pause on the mirror, like, quick swap one more over so you don't accidentally press the button.
And all you can do is just, well, that happened.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Again, like they tend to not happen. They happen less and less frequently as you play the game. Still happen every once in a while. Again, there are lots of like funny, instances when you look back on it, right? It's like, oh yeah, like I thought I was shooting my 8th arrow into Vitreous. Turns out the mirror is not an arrow. That's always a really fun one. Quick swapping on Argus, also kind of a little bit more dangerous, but also does happen. If you like end up quick swapping too quickly and then you don't realize, oh, I meant to swap twice, but I accidentally swapped 3 times, and then that was the wrong bow.
Yeah, that was a nice silver fight for Lamo too.
Oh yeah, that was actually quite good. Yeah, the Samaria strat for Wizrobes is also really, it's just like very like satisfying to see. Right? It's like I don't know. I'm kind of assuming that room was intended to be defeated or to be cleared with Samaria. Kind of a nice like room developer design.
I could see it being designed for that. It's like, oh yeah, this shoots 4 ways. Here's 3 ways you can kill all them in one shot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Alright, we have gotten through the dangerous parts of the dungeon. And so, okay, it's somewhat like a little moment of truth. Hopefully, we will see Aegis open up all of the chests, or at least the last one. That's the important one. Would be kind of... Oh, okay. I think she did catch a fairy, right, with that bug net? So,
I think I saw
I don't think we're in...
earlier.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, perfect. Then, yeah, I'm not super in danger of, or concerned that she's gonna be, I guess, like, dying up here. That being said, I guess, like, we also we didn't see powder anywhere. Again, that's a very nice safety to have. Like, you couldn't keep the fairy that you made without the bug net, but again, like, there are various points, especially like before bosses, right, before before Vitreous, the room in Trinex, before Trinex had a bunch of anti-fairies if you really needed them, right? All like right before Moldorm 2 had a bunch of anti-fairies, right? Like there are definitely opportunities for you to basically have close to full health, if not full health, going to whatever like next fight you had.
Yeah. And that's what a lot of dungeons have, that little safety room just before you go that.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was a very nice design, for sure. Yeah. Okay, we did see in this case, Aegis picking up her Tempered Sword. Sight for sore eyes. Very happy to see. We also do see the cape out in full force, just in case. Again, I'm not super worried. We also have Fairy in our back pocket, so like dying instantly is not too big of a concern. But I can certainly see the practicality of just in case. And you know, Fairy revival is like 10 seconds, so it's not necessarily maybe that you want to use that Fairy, right? Oh, nice ending here for Aga.
Yep. Got a nice couple doubles.
Mm-hmm. Alright, Aegis is dropping in. Okay. We are on 2 hearts. Again, not worried about dying instantly and having to start over. Because we do have Fairy. But like it might have been maybe like a nice opportunity if we had a potion, question mark, maybe it would have been nice to use it then, but I mean it's all good. We have silvers again also for phase 4, again not too worried. You just kind of have to, get through, I guess, like phases like 1 and 2. Is that enough hits? I'm not sure. It wasn't counting. Math is not my strong suit.
I don't think he has enough hits for this.
Okay. Alright, we will just take a couple more slashes. Thanks. Alright, we got using some hookshot strats here too. Maybe some desire to save some magic. I was gonna say like maybe like the cape would have been just a little bit, again, it uses more magic, but maybe it kind of keeps you a bit closer to the invisible action, let's say. Because like you can kind of find a wall that you're kind of like sort of nearby, right? And then like when the bats are active, you could just hug the wall and then stay invisible, right? And then so you're very safe, and you're also kind of very still close to Ganon when like he's let up. And it doesn't really have, I guess, like the run out that or the time expiration that the hookshot does.
I mean, you gotta use what works for you, though.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. And this is again like some people's like comfort level. And again, like especially if you haven't killed Ganon like that many times, the first whatever number of times is always gonna be like again, not dying. That is foundational, right? Like you're just trying to like get your hits in without, in this case, taking like a ton of damage, right? So time isn't necessarily like as big of an issue. It's more of just about like you just getting your any type of rep in. Okay. Oh, whew. What a dodge! I thought we were gonna get hit for sure. Alright, maybe one more hit for Ganon? Alright. GG's for Aegis?
GG's for Aegis, yep.
Alright, we have vanquished Ganon. I think all is said and done. I think very solid by both Aegis and Kairi. yeah, maybe we can get both of these in for a short chat.
Yeah, hopefully we can get them both.
Yeah. I see Kyrie waiting in the interview green room. Maybe we can also wait for Aegis if she wants to join. So Bradley, like, if you were playing the Seed, how do you think you would have felt?
I probably. I'm not sure how I'd feel. Like I probably wouldn't have done the swamp dip. I probably would have dipped Mire first.
Okay. I guess that maybe kind of implies you're more okay, I guess, with like potentially finishing the dungeon.
Yeah.
Because like okay.
Yeah, I mean, if worst case, if I struggled hard, I would end up going into swamp after. But yeah, that's how I'd probably do it. Like if I, especially in dark mire.
Yeah. I mean that's probably like the big room. Well, it's also a big room, but also that's like that's the main maybe like debate point is like once you had all the equipment to in theory beat Mire, but you didn't have the lamp, right? So then like is it a blocker for you, right? Is it like is it like a Samaria-esque type of level item that you need? Because like once you kind of go in with all the other stuff, it's kind of it's much more difficult to say like, well, I'm already here, right? Like, I don't really want to come back. So if you, yeah, so it's kind of it's definitely up for debate. Oh, no interview. Okay, all right.
So first thing,
Hello.
I know Sean's restreamer, so he's not here, but Furious asked me to relay the message. Damn it, Sean! I don't remember where he told me to say that or at what time, but yeah. Wow. What a seed.
What a seed, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, any major, I guess, like thoughts about like, well, like, were you I guess maybe one question I guess like we had for you was like, I guess maybe like how comfortable did you feel doing dark rooms? That seemed to be kind of like a big differentiator between yourself and Aegis.
So I'm pretty confident in dark rooms. Unfortunately, I did take a death in Eastern End Pod early on. Because I didn't have a sword to help me navigate those dark rooms. But as you can see, once I had a sword, it was pretty smooth sailing through most of them. Mire is the only one I'm not super confident in, but I did learn it. I don't know it without boots, so getting those boots in Mire kind of saved my behind a little bit.
Yeah, you even got spooky there, right?
I did. That's
I mean that is great. No, I mean that is non-trivial, right? Like, so you can definitely be proud of the fact that you got dark spooky. That is something that definitely takes practice in order to get. So.
Yeah, well, I didn't get the first one in the first room off the spike because I couldn't see the spike, so I tried and I couldn't. But I did get the one afterwards off the anti-fairy.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. Go ahead.
I believe the anti-fairy one is the more important one to get, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely, I agree. I was a little nervous in Mire, especially going to Vidi at such low health, because that spike messed my day up a little bit. Almost killed me. But yeah, the seed was like front loaded and then gave you nothing and then back loaded. It wasn't, yeah.
The game.
Yeah. Learn your dark rooms. They help. They help a lot.
Yeah. This one, I mean, you definitely seem to have again like some like competency like for the dark rooms. And you know, you certainly like maybe some of them could have gone a little bit smoother, but like you definitely again seem to be able to handle yourself pretty well in those rooms. So I mean, and again, like from at least our vantage point, I don't want to put like any words or situations for Aegis. It did look like maybe some of the decisions that she was making in terms of routing tend to avoid some of the dungeons that had the harder dark rooms. So
I mean,
like and like so I mean, so the fact that you were able to like do pod and like do Mire at the time, like I think it really helped you.
I mean, that's 100% valid too. Knowing what you're comfortable with, like, I don't blame them there at all. Like, that was me last season. Like, you need to know what you're comfortable with. There's no point of trying them if you're just gonna die, right? Like, only do what you can do.
Yeah.
Or else you're gonna lose more
very...
time than it's worth.
Yeah, very, very, very practical. But yeah, I mean, so your practice, right, and experience is like paid off, right? So hope you feel good.
as Lumaga has said, I have improved a lot since last year. For those of you who don't know, I was the bottom of the barrel last year. I was 0-8 after brackets. Like, I didn't win a single match last year. And now I'm 3-2. Like,
congratulations.
For people who are possibly in their first year and not doing as good as they thought, don't worry about it. Shake it off, come back next year, and kill it. You got this, everybody.
But
That's
learning
super
is what this whole tournament is for.
Exactly. And like, I came in last year, I don't remember who said it, but someone was like, Kairi is the happiest. This was when I was 0-6 after Swiss. They're like, Kairi is the happiest 0-6 you'll ever meet. But yeah. I'm honestly like, big thank you to the people who organize this tournament, the people who put on the restreams, the volunteers. You guys are freaking awesome. I appreciate you all, and thank you for putting on such a great tournament. Is there anything else you want to talk about with the seed?
How did it feel finding the tempered sword and
oh my god. I was so happy. I was ecstatic. Also, that was probably one of the best, if not the best Ganon fight I've ever had. Those double spins in top right corner. Oh, those are so clean. Yeah, I one-cycled the phase 2, which is unheard of for me. I usually suck at Ganon, but yeah, practice makes perfect.
Yeah, no, that's super great to hear. Yeah. And big congratulations. I mean, for your win.
Yeah, thank you. But yeah, that being said, if there's nothing else you guys have questions about, big thank you to, as I said, everyone. My mentor Furious and all the other mentors I have had over the past 2 years. Sheen actually being my main mentor, who mentored me in every match I did last year in Swiss. So yeah, so I'm familiar with my opponent's mentor as well. They helped me out a lot, giving me the fundamentals and the basics, and just because when I came into the mentor tournament last year, I knew nothing. My first ever seed was the placement seeds last year. Those were my first ever seeds. So yeah, I've come a long way. And yeah, GG's on Sheen and Aegis. Close race again. I've had a lot of close ones over Swiss this year. But yeah.
Yeah, well, best of luck next week, and then hopefully good future for brackets as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, and yeah, I want to say also thank you so much, Aegis, for and if you're out there listening, big GGs. So yeah, really, I mean, this was a really fun race. There was a lot of like back and forth and like ups and downs. Like, I think Aegis had like early advantage, like because she went to Thieves early, and then you went to Ice, like that had nothing. You were like, oh no, and then kind of like the the tables like flipped a little bit, and then yeah, so it was a very like pleasant race to watch. So
That hook
Mhm.
shot was especially disgusting.
yeah, that was pretty rough. Yeah, she had that before you too. I was like,
Oh
oh,
my
okay, yeah,
gosh.
and then she's yeah, so but I mean, hey, you got the victory, so no complaining.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to thank also Sean for restreaming. I mean, for being like such like a helpful resource. I mean, very active, present in the Minter Tournament Discord, of course, and among all the other like Discords and kind of like restreams. Of course, Whiskey Bill, thank you for tracking. Bradlock, thank you so much for commentating. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'll agree. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. So, best of luck in your own match. I hope you learn something like, finding the tempered sword and the last chest of the game. So.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know if we have anything else. Oh, okay. Sean also put up the upcoming events. Our first schedule looks like it's tomorrow. Yes. All right. Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern. We have Green Cola versus Navi, and then Sunday, 8 a.m. Eastern is Ninja Day versus Hardy, and then Breadloaf versus Pops. So those are. And like those are, I believe, the ones that are slated for restream. There are also other matches, I think, from the schedule that are just that you can just watch. I don't think they're officially going to be restreamed, but there are other matches certainly going on in the Mentor Tournament. So yeah, I don't know if I have much else. Bradley, I'll leave the last words to you. If you want.
Well, thanks for watching, and hope everyone found it interesting. And if you really wanted to get into it, Mentor Tournament's a great way to get in and learn.